Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now October 6th of 2020, and I think it's pretty safe to say that by far, two of the fan favorite characters in the Star Wars franchise is of course no other than both Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker, portrayed by Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen in the Skywalker saga by creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that yes, we do know that they are currently heading in a more positive direction, given that Kathleen Kennedy, as of right now, has little to no involvement over the new Star Wars universe. We've got George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni really all working together as a big team here to really make sure that as much authentic material comes out as possible to the Star Wars fans to enjoy. And that's one thing that a lot of fans have been asking for a number of years now, is that they want more authentic material that's going to be based off of Star Wars Legends, or something that is just all the more satisfying than what we got with the Disney Star Wars trilogy, and or what I like to call the Kathleen Kennedy era of Star Wars, right? So we're now in a phase where we've got George, John, and Dave really working on over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects, whether it be for Disney Plus TV shows or theatrical releases like the new Star Wars trilogy and other spin-off films out there. A lot of work is being done as we speak for this new Star Wars universe that really is going to take off in the next couple of years. I honestly cannot wait to see exactly where Star Wars fans and where Star Wars as a franchise stands, you know, in the next couple of years in comparison to now, and what that's really going to look like. So, beyond all of this, what's really exciting all has to do with creator Jon Favreau and what he's doing with both Luke and Anakin Skywalker in this new universe. Now, specifically, with the Rise of Skywalker now over, both Disney and Lucasfilm are developing their new Star Wars universe, as well as their new Star Wars trilogy of movies, in order to give fans a brand new mythology of Star Wars. It's explained that as of right now, George, John, and Dave are developing multiple ways to reunite the Star Wars fandom. It's explained that one major plan by Jon Favreau is to actually involve something very significant with the character of Luke Skywalker in the upcoming Rise of Skywalker sequel series, which is set to be in animated form on Disney Plus. It's described that Jon Favreau is developing a plan to bring Luke Skywalker back to life in the flesh with creator George Lucas in the Rise of Skywalker sequel series that will be considered a lifelike animated Star Wars TV show for Disney Plus that will bring Luke back to life through the power of the wills. Now, once again, guys, this is all through Jon Favreau. He's going to be working on this project that they aim to release in the next couple of years. It's going to be quite something to see, honestly. I think the fact that a lot of fans are so very upset with how we had little to no Luke in Episode 9, only him as a Force ghost on Octo 2, and that was basically it at the end of the day, right? He was originally supposed to have a lot more scenes with the original cut of Episode 9, with flashbacks and other Force ghost sequences and other footage that they actually tested with. However, Jon Favreau is really going to do something very amazing with the character of Luke by bringing him back to life, essentially resurrecting him, you know, in this new Rise of Skywalker sequel series that's really going to be very lifelike, which we're going to get into in just a couple of seconds here. Now, beyond all of this, we do know that Jon Favreau, at the end of the day, really is dedicated to Star Wars. Favreau, alright, this is where the big surprise begins to roll in, is that Favreau plans to dive into Star Wars Legends lore to make this all possible and to make it all make sense to hardcore Star Wars fans, as well as casual fans. Disney realizes that many fans have wanted to see Luke back in action to face Palpatine or some other major foe, and that's exactly what Jon Favreau will be doing in the Rise of Skywalker sequel series for Disney Plus. So, not only is, of course, Luke and Anakin going to return in this new series, they're also going to bring back Palpatine into the mix in this new Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus, which I think is going to be a very interesting process to see how that's all going to roll out. Again, you know, it's explained, of course, that beyond that, Favreau has been in the talks with actor Mark Hamill to join the project to do voiceover work as the character of Luke Skywalker, as well as facial scanning technology that will give Lucasfilm a 3D scan of Mark Hamill's face in the new Star Wars TV series that they aim to drop on Disney Plus sometime in 2023 or 2024. Jon Favreau is very dedicated to bringing Luke Skywalker back to life to face Palpatine's spirit in the new series that will create a comeback of the iconic Sith Lord of the saga. So, once again, we have Palpatine coming back to face Luke, and this is something that honestly should have been done in the Rise of Skywalker film. We didn't really get to see this in the movie. And though we do know that this animated series is really going to be taking advantage of a lot of the original material that was being worked on for the original versions of Episode 9, it's not just that, but it's also the fact that Favreau and Filoni will be working on this as well. Now, apart from all of this, it's explained that Mark Hamill holds great interest to voice Luke Skywalker in the planned animated series that will bring the Jedi Master back to life alongside Anakin Skywalker as well. Jon Favreau plans to bring Anakin back to life through the power of the wills, and though them returning back in the flesh will be a temporary type of power, it will be considered a big moment in Star Wars. Jon Favreau has also been in the talks with Hayden Christensen to do voiceover work for an animated version of Anakin Skywalker once he comes back to life in the series to face Palpatine once and for all. So, Jon Favreau is very determined to make this all work in the coming years, and that the animation style is said to be near similar to the old Republic video games cutscenes to give it a lifelike feel to satisfy the fans. Now let's talk about this for just a second here, is that this new series is going to be very similar to the animation style of the old Republic cutscenes. I don't know if you guys have actually checked out the cutscenes of the old Republic. I do suggest that you guys go ahead on the internet, check them out, examine them, and see whether or not you guys like that animation style in comparison to a style, let's say for example, for Star Wars Rebels or Star Wars The Clone Wars, which is more on the cartoonish type of end there. They want to make it more lifelike. They want to create a bridge between live action and animated material, and that's exactly what John and Dave are experimenting with. So, when we think about it this way, bringing back Luke and Anakin temporarily to fight Palpatine's spirit once and for all and to destroy the Sith, I think is the more proper thing to do here, because let's face it, Anakin is a chosen one, and what they tried to do in Episode 9 is that they tried to give that title over to the character of Rey and to make the fans forget about Anakin Skywalker, which I think in the long run that didn't really work out. So further, it's noted that Favreau is of course going to also be hiring well-experienced animators from popular franchises to take care of the series and how it will be created and developed. Jon Favreau will also be allowing Dave Filoni to make some key creative choices in the new series in order to make it successful. Both Luke and Anakin coming back to life is going to be a rough challenge by developing the lore of the wills for casual fans to understand. However, Favreau is up for the actual task at hand to make it all work out in the long run. Favreau and Filoni are going to begin work on the series sometime in the beginning of 2021. So here's the thing about this series, is that we actually talked about this lightly before in the past. I would say about 3 months ago, give or take, when we first started actually talking about it. This new series, I'm still not quite sure how a lot of fans are going to really accept it, because there's a lot of fans that are very much fed up with the sequel trilogy and any of the characters associated with that, and Rey, at the end of the day, is going to be a major focus in this show. It's going to focus on her, it's going to focus on her offspring, all these different aspects of the universe that are going to be expanded upon. So, if you guys are not a big fan of Rey Skywalker, this might not be a show for you, but if you guys, are still pretty much in support of having Rey in a show with Luke and Anakin at least having somewhat of a role in this series, I think it's going to be quite a success regardless. I think that what John and Dave are trying to do is that they're trying to do what Episode 9 could have done at the end of the day, right? So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
once again.